Good morning, viewers. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching This Morning, and I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Now, Prime Minister rounded off day one of his Munich visit after meetings with the Argentina president and the minister president of Bavaria as well. He also interacted with the Indian diaspora in Munich. Here's what happened on day one of Prime Minister's Germany visit.
It was an eventful day one for the Prime Minister in Munich, starting with the grand welcome from the German officials receiving the Prime Minister, and this music band playing its tunes to give the Prime Minister an authentic Bavarian welcome. The Prime Minister received a rousing reception from the Indian diaspora in Munich.
हमें बहुत ही खुशी हो रही है, पता नहीं है लफ्ज़ नहीं है बोलने के लिए कि क्या बोलूं कि मोदी जी म्यूनिक पे हैं। बहुत दूर से आए हैं, बहुत दूर से, बहुत दिनों से म्यूनिक में हूं। थैंक यू सो मच कि मोदी जी यहां पे आए हैं एंड लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू इट।
Later in the evening, the Prime Minister followed his tradition of interacting with the Indian diaspora in a grand event in the city of Munich, attended by thousands. Even before he entered the stage, there was a celebratory atmosphere around the stadium. And as he entered, the chants of Modi, Modi reverberated across the stadium. And as he connected with the Indian diaspora in Germany,
Namaskar.
In his address, the Prime Minister lauded India's vaccine drive and slammed the vaccine critics. He also took on the opposition over corruption under previous regimes.
हर हिंदुस्तानी गर्व से कह सकता है कि भारत मदर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी है। लोकतंत्र का हजारों वर्षों का हमारा इतिहास आज भी भारत के कोने कोने में जीवंत है। इतनी सारी भाषाएं, इतनी सारी बोलियां, इतने अलग अलग तरह के रहन सहन के साथ भारत की डेमोक्रेसी वाइब्रेंट है।
And as he got off the stage to exit the venue, the crowds could not contain their excitement. The Prime Minister now has a series of engagements lined up over the course of the next 48 hours. The most important of all, the crucial G7 summit. On day two, the Prime Minister has a series of engagements lined up over the course of the next 24 hours. The most important of all, the crucial G7 summit. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Now, Prime Minister Modi landed in Germany on Sunday as part of a two-day visit wherein he is slated to attend the G7 summit under the German presidency on June 26 to 27th. After the touchdown at the Munich airport, the Prime Minister was met with a rousing welcome from the Indian diaspora from across Europe at the iconic auditorium. PM Modi has a busy schedule, in fact, for today, where he will be meeting various leaders to hold bilateral talks.
It's day two of the Prime Minister's visit to Germany and a day packed with some big meetings lined up over the next few hours. The biggest one being the G7 summit on the backdrop of the Ukraine war and the rising Chinese influence in the Indo-Pacific. Prime Minister Narendra Modi received a warm welcome from the Indian diaspora in Munich, Germany. Prime Minister Modi also met the Argentinian president and the Bavarian president. Today is a busy diplomatic schedule for Prime Minister. Apart from the two busy sessions at the G7 Leaders Summit on climate change and food security, Prime Minister will also have bilateral and one-on-one with the leaders of South Africa, Indonesia, Canada, Germany, and the head of European Union. Over the next 2 days, he will meet more than 12.5 world leaders, including US President Joe Biden and UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. He will also be meeting the French President, Japanese Prime Minister, apart from participating in the sessions during the G7 summit. The extension of G7 invitation to India highlights the growing role played by New Delhi to be a part of every sustained effort to find solutions to solve global challenges. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Getting you a quick